Piro with Asif Sheikh and Anil Shah walking out to the middle.
This opening pair, and I look at Nepal's side, I think flicked away, picked up, huge one on the grill. Anil Shah gives it right back to Ali Khan.
To the back foot with the short ball, and then fall. Here's that shot from Anil Shah, half on the east side of the ground. And Anil Shah.
This one struck him. Netravalkar strikes straight away. He breaks through.
There was a little bit of pressure building. Shots nagging away on that good length. Saurabh length. Nipped back ever so slightly.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. And disappointing start. Short boundary. Morning Patel's quick, but he won't. The Nepal fans loving it so far on Grand Prairie.
Just beautiful. It's the timing here from Kushal Bertel. Pace being provided by Ali Khan, and that's just a gentle follow through. He just went for placement on that short boundary on the west side of the ground.
Yeah, not much wrong. Bit of whiff on offer. Yet again, straying in line this time.
Since it is, the USA fans might be shedding. As again, Kushal Bertel beats. They're loving it here in Grand Prairie as Bertel get past the middle of the bat of Kushal Bertel.
Yeah, I almost read that one.
He claims he was taking pictures.
Picked up to get it over the fielder. And Harmeet Singh
may have thought to himself when it came off the bat, oh, this could be a chance.
And it will, 4 runs.
Well, USA's got both their boundary riders in the power play on the 2-yard boundary on the east side of the ground. And again, just beautiful.
Yeah, we spoke about Netravalkar going over and around the stumps. Look, that's hit aerial and in the gap. The length there just too full. And Anil Shah takes advantage.
Jesse Singh got a little bit greedy there. Searching for that full length swing. Over pitches it past Ali Khan to the rope. It's 34 for 1 at the end of the power play.
And he's rated as this one swept.
I don't think he'll mind this too much because he's
no need to really.
Serve Netravalkar gets, well, what was really a... Anil Shah has kind of been worked over here by Harmeet, his legs, and runs away for 4.
Yeah, very fortunate there. Will feel hard done by that, but yet again,
use of the feet down the track and right into the packed grandstand up here.
Out his innings so far tonight, Lenny, and again, use.
That's the key.
Yeah, and again, got down the ground, got to the Kenjige, especially on this surface. So,
that could be somewhere where we're going to see Kenjige. He roars with delight as Anil Shah.
Wait. Yeah, Nash Kenjige is roaring here in Dallas, and footwork, he just kind of threw his hands at it. It's been the story of his innings. He turn catches. He's so good in the field. Never going to put that one down.
Also going to be time for a drinks break. We'll take a short.
I think he's saying.
Coach of Nepal, was great to get a chat to him before this.
Of this side, they're able to handle different things because
pumped down the ground, and that's what is where it needs to be for Nepal, and that's the answer from him.
Yeah, it was never that mid-off fielder. Milind Kumar could only watch it sail over.
16 that he took. There's the 6 bowlers that. Oh, beautiful stroke inside. Shot. The shot of the second T20I.
Oh, the power in the young man. It just helps it stand and deliver cricket for him.
And this is going to be 6 more. Doesn't go over the rope by much, but it does it by enough. And
it's too full yet again. It's just sat there, asked to be hit. Again, stand.
That's darted in. Now, has he got enough of this? Is in 15.
He's trying to save the 2 runs, but what he ends up giving up.
Big moment in the match. He may well have given it away here. He has. He feels as though he should have had the back of Ja. And his short stay at the crease is over.
Well, this time from Kenjige, just kept it. That's what's undone. Gulshan Jha, 9 for 3.
Shift the last 5 overs, even though there has been badgering away for me in the background. Powdell uses his feet beautifully. Quickly between mid-off and extra cover. The 100 comes
Off his line. Bodo yet again using the feet, creating the width. Start upping the ante. The 100 comes up, but you're in the 14th over.
similar to what they posted in the first T20I. Well, a bit of innovation, probably not. Have gone all the way. And Samir Bandekar, his first ever at number 3. It's come
Mostly orthodox shots, but this one counts. It's out of the billiards table. He just took the billiards. USA Cricket free T-shirts coming in. This is their home now.
well to win bitter. Now you can see the tactic Europe Broad do first in this format a long time ago back. Sliced away. Now Netravalker's down. The outfield. There was I think both Bertel and Can were just watching the ball.
Well, you got to put him somewhere.
Now full toss, sliced away, out towards Netrav. Choreograph for me. The batters are going to know exactly 4 more.
Well, he's going for Yorker. It slips out of the hand. Didn't get the grip on it.
Tries to do the same again. It's standing, strength, conditioning, and it's 116 for 3.
Pace on the ball. He's also arguably Nepal's best player.
Well, these are 2 for the context of today's match, but the stakes start here in the United States. Harmeet Singh for me. Aware of that, isn't he? They're probably not going to look for 4s and 6s.
Descend against Rohit, because if he's going to play that.
Oh, that's an outstanding stroke. A volley. Sheer elation from the 6.
Well, orthodox bit. This is far more orthodox from Kushal Bertel. This is what he's too hard. It's in the slot. He just strikes it clean. Blow up. The third umpire tonight, he was one of the North Carolina, Virginia. I'm not sure where he's at these days.
In Hong Kong against PNG. And now Bertel wants the second, but he's sent back by the almost everything he does. There's logic behind it. I didn't really understand. I think after the 4 games, and with Bertel's performance to number 3 from opening, there's not much different early wicket, but didn't quite understand him all the way. And say he looks like he belongs there again. Ended
it out in
17 and 19, you'd imagine. And he's
going to be saying to himself, I had no idea I was this popular in this part of the world. Are there fans who can't get in to see me?
He's talking about Kevin Hart, the last night. As Bertel looks for the ramp, he'll scamper through for what will be signalled as a bye by.
As you see the replay, this one doesn't. With the way that Kushal Bertel is striking the ball and
smashed through the offside. Oh, that's it like a leg. Aaron Jones was only probably 7 or 8. It still went to the rope.
Well, boundary, that 82-yard boundary on the east side of the ground. This is the second a chance off the bat of Gulshan Jha go over his 4.
There goes Dan Kumar. Will do the fielding.
I don't think it directly to you.
Hendra Singh Iree to the crease because Mayank Patel will hold on. Jesse Singh gets the breakthrough. 17th over. Good little leg cutter here.
He got the timing off from Rohit Powdell. He was through the shot. Had quite a lot of ground to cover in the ring, but gets there and that
are packed into Grand Prairie are enjoying the action. Dipendra Singh Iree has come to the crease. He's only got 18. It was just a blur. Not Usain Bolt running. Leave you there for a moment. Think of a second, but I think Iree actually quite fancies. Short, pulled away. It's the longer bet. A stroke that is from Kushal Bertel.
Previous delivery, Lenny. Because Kushal Bertel
might be a while coming back to Aaron Jones. Oh, what a strike.
No, 100. Don't sell it short, Lenny. Triple.
2 years ago. Big swing and a miss.
There were a couple teams that had fun playing against the Philippines. Patel was not the only one who made merry against the Philippines. Is
slapped away over the head of catch, but it's not a great line run.
And the 4, and I'll say it again, you're not going to stop 2 the majority of the time. So why are you? You're not going to cut off that second run, and that's the second time tonight.
This goes down the ground. There's a super moon up in course. Bertel's en route to maybe a.
He knows he should have had him on the previous ball. Well, not fooled one bit. Clears the side screen for Lenny.
Well, the city of Grand Prairie was probably Iree. And he cashes in with fast hands, but he's deep on the larger side, is in the right place. Hands, Irie. It was a free hit because they wanted Bertel on strike.
Well, it only took him the field setting right on that side of the ground, Lenny. It's about time. Broke this time and takes a straightforward catch to Penderson.
TU International Cricket Ground. It was a supermoon 2 days ago.
Batto here in the 20th over at Grand Prairie State.
Looks for that reverse scoop, gets it perfectly. Well, Bertel, he's played it once for 6 this time.
Corner pocket off the billiards table, Lenny. And as long as you got the angle right, it's going to go into that corner pocket.
Boundaries. Oh, he's not going to get there. Out. It will leave Bertel stranded at the non-striker's end for running. Arif Sheikh will be run out. It'll probably bring... Gets a good piece of it. And a get to face one ball, but he smashes it for 6.
Well, he's going for Yorker. Just got it fractionally wrong.
Fans loving every second. I think he's one of the most underrated hits. And I thought he might get that one over the rope from the entertaining. A spectacular first innings.
Kushal Bertel just kept it going. 92 off 54 for a hit in the first match, where they lost 3 early, side 4 Nepal. They're going to want to get off to a...
Now, in a pink, it's going to be given as leg byes. Didn't see any bat involved. It is be given out. The makeup of this team for Nepal,
looking to continue a great flow.
It's the in-swinger. Just 4 runs come from it. It's 4 for none.
And the USA, we spoke about their batting order.
Bowls him. Patel for the second time in 48 hours.
Towards the right-hander. And then that late swing away before the World Cup would have been in the 2022. To drive straight. A late movement away. Knows it. He does it everywhere he goes. And Nepal...
Andries, no wrong. 6 from the one
bit of movement. He's not express pace, and he doesn't swing it a...
That wasn't a catching opportunity, even though some of the fans... Wonderful start from Karen KC. 2 overs bowled. 5 tail being deceived here.
Well, he's just looking to be very... But the key for this is just that little stuff.
Good stroke. Much more like it for US. Doesn't try to overhit and silences.
Cricket here in the States. Any bit of width full, he's so... Hold the shape like you said, finds 4.
It was all the strike take on Irie there, but it was dropped down. Improvement, remarkable. Good come quickly in between the overs. 3 have been bowled, 13 for
the other night, and also this is a way to keep momentum on your... This is timed one brilliantly, but it's only worth 2 runs at the moment. Go to partnership.
And now Andries House goes big, and House says, well, KC...
Well, it's angled in, it's nipping away, but he's playing through the line of off stumps. The more and more you'll see as the ball goes off, if there's a break, they get there, but I think new ball is going to have to be called.
Now, more brilliance from House. It's going to be a massive stroke. USA start with a little...
Let's go through the shot here. He's just helped himself, held the shape again much straighter.
With his batting, drags the length back. May well have even ricocheted off the thigh pad in cushions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you're going to see everything on the way.
Just a little check halfway down. Are they still there? This habit in T20 cricket of trying to force his way ODI record.
Yeah, he's such a phenomenal ODI cricketer and just plays his natural game.
From Karen KC, Bertel Fields. Just keeping up for conferences. So he's been left out.
And where is the room for Stephen Taylor? And Stuart Law would have...
Gonna go with Anala with a very conventional stroke. Pierce.
Taylor's not here with us because Saite Jamukamala say, and right here, he's created that width. It's on stumps, but he's...
Down the ground. Yeah, I suppose for many of you, what, 15 years since he's debuted as a...
This is when he was an opener. It was how somehow has timed that one to the rope. Goes to show you the timing and the ability of this bat.
And again from Dakal, it was completely deceived. He'll probably say to his teammates later, look in the book. But good power from House, and he gets another boundary. He's off to a hot start midweek ahead of those ODIs.
Yeah, that's the...
It's down the leg side, and Asif Sheikh had to worse. It's always a risk bowling 3 consecutive in the power play.
Yeah, it was almost the 3rd over of Sorbnet the Volker in the first. And
it's that little slide. USA's way quite heavily. It's mainly thanks to
the other night. The ability to go out there and do this. When you lose 3.
Irie will hair after it. He'll probably keep more good fielding from Nepal. 5 have been bowled.
Up things down. And they're going to go with
Sagar Dakal bowled outstandingly well. Peter Del Pena highlighted his
in check.
Does just feel the man for a rescue situation, but you could have got Dev Canal into the team.
Like you said, that bowling option.
Oh, what perfect line and length, and that seems
of the best domestic bat in his under 9.
That's straight more than the single as Powdell helps him out. It gets us
for 1 at the end of the power play. USA in pursuit, and another audacious drive. It's not going to go. An adventurous 2.
Into, so knew the fielders had a long way to go.
You look at his strike rate. You would think by looking for off every ball, he's not going to try and heave across of Stephen Taylor. House from clears him to go for 4.
Well, Andres House had a sliding down the leg side. And he's helped it over the ring for 4 runs. Just brewing. This is what was missing from the USA's match as well, but again, very nervy there.
Do you think we can get Wemby to make the trip? This time, and it's going to be picked up by the cover sweeper. 9 off the bat, 10 in the over.
Where it was a lot of balls wasted, low strike rate.
Drags. Another day would have been able to yank that past fine leg, instead trick them all up. And that scoring is difficult. And he was somebody not a very quick scorer. But as you said, he hasn't gotten a game yet in Major League Cricket. He's been part. And you'd like to think cricket if he's retained and on the field for the Super Kings.
Yeah, well, he was a very...
Oh, Andres House is at 6. And how?
When he got too short in match number 1, Suggs just dipped on him, and Andres House got him wondering about how far it's going to go, not if it's going to go to any
stake down here in Texas. That was red meat for Andres House, looking mighty impressive. And another thing,
the opening roll as Gustin Ja continues.
Drives this one and overrunning. He only gives up 1 extra run on that occasion, nearly to just 2.
Well, we saw Jesse Singh overrun 1 in the first innings, trickling to the boundary. A couple of times we've seen that. Harmeet Singh in the first innings. Yeah, you can see the idea here from Mukamala. He'll be in, trying to jump. Typically will step on to middle stump if he does step out at all.
Second. But continues to single down the ground.
Yeah, I look 75 runs on the board now, and over 12 that got Nepal really ahead of the USA can just keep holding on to this, and this partnership.
And not on that occasion, and to the short side of the ground, and Simon Mukamala is it over extra cover for 6.
And this has been to add this kind of power on the back foot. He's always been a great timer, but this one...
And it looked like it was just going to continue on. Easier shot by Mukamala, strode over. 83 for 1. At the half Summit Series, presented by State. The bell. And Sai Mukamala continues. As Mukamala strode.
So far, Peter, this one's setting up to be a really...
We're much better at India and the UAE. That famous chase against Canada. And as Mukamala picks out Rijan Dakal, had it covered. What's impressive for me, he's in that first series in September 2021 debut against the Philippines and the teenagers. And this one is going to go wide over that 84-yard boundary. 6, his third of the...
Down a little bit. Mukamala good enough as well.
This time muscles it down the ground. He's picked out. The pro Nepal crowd erupts. Continued it with a catch on the long on boundary to this.
Finds one for 6. He just tried the middle of the bat and ends up being the simplest of catches. And look how back for a well-made 47 off of 40, United States.
In that World Cup chase, Andres House. And these two come. And that was the shot that, and boy, oh boy, almost deja vu.
Of despair, because it's very.
This time he plays it along the ground to the sweeper for 1. For the St. Lucia Kings and the CPL 5. Jones, this is one out to the cover sweeper. Rajan Daco. Slower ball. And
Remarkable. Just hit.
Well, it's a clipped around the corner. That'll be 4. Not the right looks for Jones to get his innings proper.
Jones is somebody who I feel prefer pace on full-length delivery. Really have.
Worked into the leg side again. That's the largest. And Mukamala were impressive, weren't they? 47. This Milan Kumar, Shai and Jahangir to come, and then Harmy round the wicket now, and this floods into the. Says no. The finger goes up, and Aaron's able to get one from around the wicket unless it's straight.
Coming up, there was plenty of noise on social media about the umpiring decision.
Outside leg because of the angle, and it's not pitched outside leg by
Tonight, because that one
starting a bit slowly. And the outside edge, less than a couple of weeks ago.
that Aaron Jones was expecting from Aditya Gajar. I tell you, he's saying, "Wait, this is my birthday. What are you doing?"
Interesting call. It's probably an indication that we're not going to see do here is bowl as few deliveries as possible in the to Kumar or the subsequent batters that might follow him.
I feel like I said if it happened after the...
I've been a bit surprised by the amount of He now can't bowl his allocation.
Sampo Kami and your Rohit Powell, you're going to say, hey, on the wicket, you never know. Might get another.
Bemused us. Is going to cost 1 run. Long on, we don't know, was it a front footer? Indiscretion as this is pulled away and Nepal, but it's a fine stroke from Milan Kumar.
Argue, and maybe they felt pace was the better way to go. Catches onto it and gives it a tennis racket backhand.
Pace. A little inside edge. Quick Kumar is, and he'll take on the fielder and get home.
Having a little action if you're a fan of steak.
About 30 years. See the ball the 17th. T20 I-50 signed by the Bakara Avengers now too. If hit towards the man at cover and the cardiac kids have the pulse. Sends Milan Kumar back. Excellent cover. Diving.
Small margins can make a big difference. Sometimes fielders stay on their heels for this, but Rajan Daco low, but he made sure it carried. Milan. Do it so easily, and he just shrugs his shoulder.
Heaved into the leg side behind square. Exploits that ruthlessly.
High, deep mid wicket and along on, but there's an awful lot of real estate
Here. He's setting off out there, but it's over his head. What a shot that here. Has swung the game heavily.
A chance are being countered in the crowd. Jahangir, that's 6 to end the over.
This over is. I think fields excellently. To win off 16. Down the ground, and that's going to be as late as the 18th is not paid off.
And fluttering, and the ball is doing more than fluttering off the
piece of this, but Dipender Singh Airi is out there. That's incredibly difficult to clear wicket today.
Alive. It was there. You're going to have to clear 82 yards on that side of the ground tonight. Nepalese fielders latches onto it. Jahangir out.
2 overs remain. Carrying striker's end. As Andres House can tack on strike. No, he can't because the fielding is clear. It's a Yorker. It's it down towards long. All fans into ecstasy. And it's another hit it anywhere. And all he's done is hit it down.
What he needs to do is tab ones and twos. When you get a low full toss, it can be very difficult to get underneath it. USA 159 for...
Sliced away. Will they be able to stop the second? They might. There's K. Nearly creates a run-out chance. It's only one run to the top. USA want. And they Murray will hair around, but he won't be able. USA, they get two. House is on strike. It's all. 5 balls left. Take the single. They're going to take on the second. Could be a run-out chance. Not for the first time today either. Biggs. Crucial Bertel is out there. Can they pull the rabbit from the hat? And it's all going to go down to the last 2 balls now. It's 3 to win off 2. It's an in-east one. Will they think of a second? No, they won't. KC does the... It's a short ball. It's Pundersing Irie. The throw comes in. It's on the bounce. It's not quite Lords in 2019. But
Kami bowled. He bowled it short on purpose. He was playing for... Ali Khan did his job. He bolted... and he was never going to get back for that second run.
There's always drama because they're working out exactly what has to happen. He said, I know I've got time to just lob it in to ask. Watched one before. Both sides now must determine the winner of this match. There are no ties, and they have elected to go. It looks like with Andries House, they will bat again, and then there will be and then the 2 sides will switch over, and then again, and they can also choose which end it is bowled.
I disagree with sending Cheyenne Jahangir, Aaron Jones, and a big reason why was because they with Andries House here, you have a left-hand, right-hand combo. Nepal is facing 2 right-handers here, so they've set the field. It's a lot tougher to score boundaries on that side. If you have a left-hander in there, I don't agree with this strategy.
Gear. Get those graphics corrected. We've got remarkably, Peter. This isn't the first Texas, because 2 years ago you and I were both there. 274. Tonight that was in an ODI super overs.
Well, this is your first super...
Hit away into the leg side.
I seem to remember you were a little bit under the weather on that tide match.
The less said about them, the better.
Fever in a big way, Lenny. Yeah. I wonder if all those people leaving the Kevin...
Incorrect. Bowls him! Straight. Kami is holding his nerve at the death. Ages pulling it out of the fire. USA...
Not having Harmeet Singh there. It's not a slight against to negate the... Aaron Jones is going to come out to join Andre.
Well, quite remarkable. What a feast, and a tree who's chosen to walk to the crease. A chance at redemption for him.
Well, I said earlier the candles were blown out.
And he heaves it into the leg side. Dependra Singh in the super over. They bow. Surely they're going to go 2-0 up in this series.
Over. He stopped on them. Not a birth. He tried to clear that huge in there. Having the right-handers try and clear that huge Singh, I don't think they would have had such a calamity in the super.
6 balls left. USA only needed 7. Sampal 8 runs, and he's picked up 3 wickets for their death bowling. It feels like Nepal, American side, on their home soil, have only 2 to defend.
Well, under bowled it because he had plenty of runs to defend. Could blast out the stumps. Pakistan, USA. Only Himalayan task trying to defend 2 runs here.
Stars and Summits trophy. Here is the second one of them. Is it rather fitting? Is the 2 wickets back to back? That was the first one. A little feather.
A magnet for the ball here at the station. And now cements the smile off his face.
Well, Peter, if you know Sampal Kami together, and they have been the most smile on their face, and at times they've come in for a lot of credence to much vaunted USA side. We heard Rowan Bangladesh. They're acutely aware, with very much a Nepali feel, with the exceptional link of doing something very special, because you...
Well, the tail end of that match, there was a double century stand between Stephen Taylor and heading into the final over. They only needed to get across the line, especially with 4 wickets in hand. And here we go, having scored only 2 runners. But they're not going with him. They're going to go
to do it. And it's a dot. Oh, no, it's not. On his birthday, he's had a birthday to forget.
Well, a single, defending 2 off a super over. As I say, over the line, so they wouldn't be in a super over.
Landing at a silly mid-on, just burst through his fingers. Single, it's 2 to win. And he whips single from here will do. No is the call. And Powell, Guy. They take an unassailable to fans who've packed this Grand Prairie Stadium. Palkami allied with Kushal Bertel.